Hi everyone. So today I wanted to talk about how to do shadow work. I did my shadow work, well, majority of it last year. So now I want to give you the tools that I used. So, shadow work. What is it? Where do you start? And where do you go from here? So basically what we have to do is to find the shadow part of ourselves is to find a moment in time in our memory bank, a memory that we don't like to look at because we don't like what happened to us, we don't like the way we felt, we don't like the way we acted. All of those things that correspond into a memory that we don't like to look at for whatever reason. That's where the shadow work starts. So again, how do you start? So what I eventually did was I allocated myself 2 minutes. That's it, just 2 minutes. Every time I did my shadow work, I sat down and I dived right into that memory that I don't like to remember because of what happened to me, how I felt, and those humiliating emotions and the manipulations that occurred to me. I didn't like to admit because I never would have thought those things would have happened to me. So I would spend 2 minutes and I would dive right into that memory and I would bring up all those emotions that are connected with it, the humiliation, the anger, the manipulation that was pulled on me, just all of it. And I would sit in it for 2 minutes and sometimes I would just swear constantly about what occurred, or I would just sometimes recognize the emotions that were coming up in me and give myself permission to release them. Like sometimes I would go, well, that's the humiliation that I felt and the anger. And so then I would give myself permission to release those said emotions. And then just 2 minutes, remember, just 2 minutes. And as I kept doing it most of last year, it got easier and easier to go into that memory. And now, as you can see, I can freely talk about it, which I haven't been able to do since it happened probably roughly 10 years ago. So that's the benefit of the shadow work. Dive into the parts of yourself that you don't like to look at, the memories that we don't want to remember. They're the parts of ourselves that need healing. That's why every now and again we'll have this bombardment of emotions that remind us about that moment in time. It's because it wants to be healed. It wants us to be free. So why not let yourself be free? Because it is a wonderful feeling, and especially for me now, being able to talk about this, whoa, like so liberating. I can't describe it. So that's the shadow work. As I said, I spent 2 minutes every time I dived into it. And yeah, admittedly, I did do it lots of times. But like, who wants to sit in that emotion for like 5 minutes, half an hour? No one, not me. So, 2 minutes and then I was boom, out of that. And then as I kept doing it, it got easier and easier and easier. So, thank you for listening. Bye for now. Good luck with your shadow work, and I hope that helped.